What could be more serene than the sound of a wind chime? Well, the sound of a triple wind chime. The how-to's coming right up. Hi, it's Marcie and welcome back. I'm so excited to share with you today another fabulous addition for your garden or for your balcony. And this is the triple wind chime. It has a gorgeous Tibetan chime on the bottom, as well as a double-tiered bottle with sea glass. It's absolutely stupendous. It's exciting, it's creative, and it's pretty inexpensive to make. I think like free. Let's dive right into the project. We're all set to go for our wind chimes. We have a double bottle wind chime going on here. Look how beautiful this is going to be. I'm laying it out. This is how I see it working. We have a cork up here, just so you can see the mechanics of this. Our cord, our bottle, and for the clacker right here, I have a sea glass. Actually, it's a faux sea glass bottle top. And you may or may not know, I'm really big on using my rock tumbler to break up regular bottled glass and put it into the tumbler. Now look at all this delicious, just fabulous broken glass that's been tumbled in our beast of a rock tumbler. I've got tons of it. And this all makes fantastic clackers for your wind chimes. It also makes great jewelry too. Anyway, I shall not digress, and I will move on with our wind chime. So let's lay this out. I do have a little chime for the bottom, just because, and I also have some wire. This is copper wire that I'll be using to wrap the top of the bottle, just to kind of decorate with some butterflies. I'm really big onto that. If you have pieces of jewelry or little elements that you would like to add as decorative elements to your wind chimes, by all means, go for it. This is all about you and your creativity, so express it. All right, now for this, as you can see, I've already whittled this down. Okay, we're gonna start to put this together. Oh, and by the way, if you need help on cutting the bottles, I have a very good video. It's safe, it's effective, very successful in cutting your bottles. And I'm gonna leave that in this video, but it's at the end. So jump ahead to the timestamp that's in the text in this video right now. You can see it on your screen. And it's very, very, very good. You can jump ahead and then scoot back when you've seen the video on how to cut the bottles, and that will give you a very good illustration on how to do that. For everyone else that just wants to stay with me right now, that's great. We will just proceed to do our wind chimes. Okay, let's do this right here. Let's take, all we're gonna do is whittle this down, and we're gonna drill a hole in the top. And I'm using a serrated knife. If you have an X-Acto knife, feel free to do. And this is going to be glued inside the wine bottle so it doesn't scoot out anywhere. Okay, we're going to put that into the soil. There you go. And let's give this a drill. We're looking for it to be big enough for the cord to go through, but not too big. All right, that's good. I think that's gonna be good. Let me check it. And the survey says, let me try it this way. Ah, rock star, look at that. Yay, okay. So this is how I see this going down, all right? This is key here. I'm gonna lay it out like this. I'm gonna be doing a little loop right here. This is how I envision it. And the bottle is gonna have the cork. Da-da-da. And don't roll off on me. And then we're going to have this other bottle right here, which is going to also run the cord through this one. And we're going to hook this up. And then at the end, we're hooking this up as well. All right, I think we're clear. Let's do this. I'm going to put that there. And all right. We're going to drill this as well. Okay. Let's make sure this is okay for this as well. Yep, perfect. All right, looks good. Okay, I do want to dust these off because I did cut them and sand them, and you do want them to be nice with nice and filed here. That's very important. Yeah. All right. Here. Right here. All right, so let's start assembling this. Let's get our glue together and glue our corks in. All right, so you can see how this is all getting set up here. Now we have this fantastic, basically it's a tumbled wine bottle top, and we're going to, I'm actually gonna put it this way, I think. And I'm gonna put this through. All right, and that is gonna go in here, like so. I like that, that's nice. Okay, and we have to knot it. That's very important so the thing doesn't shift. Okay. Oh yeah, different sounds. Oh, I like that, that's so pretty. I guess I could let this hang out a little bit more than it is though, right? Yeah, I like that. And then at the bottom, we're gonna put our little chime. Aren't these cute? They're like, oh yeah, nice, okay. You know what I might do? Maybe I'll do a wooden bead and a knot. Now, if you don't have beads, you want something else, that's perfectly fine. It's your creation. That's what it's all about here. All right, so, I mean, you might want to put some more faux sea glass. That's nice too. All right. I figured I had enough length of the leather, the cording, so I may as well just use it. And why not? And the wind will pick this up and ring it. One ring-a-dingy, here we go. All right, so that, do one more extra knot just because. Let me see, get that in there. All right. And then, perfect. Okay, we're not done yet though. Well, you could be done if you wanted to be done, but what I think I'm gonna do is add those butterflies up above there and coil the, I'm gonna just go like that. And you may wanna give that a little bit of glue. I'm probably gonna super glue that a little bit. I'll leave that right now, just a little bit. I'm gonna just leave it, and I'm gonna come up here and let me carefully bring this down. Wow, you are so pretty. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna put this through here. We're gonna cut off a nice long strand of working wire and wrap it around our bottle. All right. And as I said, you know, I could do this. I could wrap this around. Oh my God, that'd be so pretty. You know what? I'm gonna do that, yeah. All right. I think I need to wash these off better, actually. Because I took these out of the tumbler and they still have the soot from the coarse grind that's still on them. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'll be back and I'll wash these. Green is gorgeous. Wow, look at that. Oh, so pretty. Oh, okay, much better. Here we go. That's probably too big, but there are some gorgeous smaller pieces that will be absolutely fantastic around this bottle. Look at that, the contrast. Oh my God, so yummy looking. Okay, let's move this gently down so we can work on the top of the bottle, and then we'll go from here. All right, so let's take the wire, and I'm gonna fool around with this just a little bit to get this going. Maybe make a little, like a little rose bed kind of thing going on here. Would be kind of pretty. I'm going to finish this off by twisting this around and then grabbing another piece of wire and wrapping the faux sea glass all right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another piece of wire and I'm going to wrap the sea glass. Now this is an 18 gauge. Ideally, I might have used maybe a 22 gauge to wrap this, but that's okay. That's not a big deal. That's okay. We're not like doing a huge amount of wrapping, so it's all right. I think we use this. I don't want them too big, but I will do this. Now this is gonna look so, oh, yes. All right, so what I think I'm gonna do is bring this up. Maybe, see, I don't need it to swing. I just need it to, I might have done this too tight up here. I like that. Yep, I like it. Thank you so much for joining me. Have an amazing day. For today's project, you will need a bottle with the label removed, as well as a cutter. I bought this on Amazon about 3 or 4 years ago, and I will leave the name of it in the description below. And you're also gonna need a pot of boiling water. Let's get to our project and have some fun. When the bottles have soaked for a little bit, you're gonna take them out with a pad, very carefully take them out and put them over to the sink and allow them to cool and start working on the label. Some labels come off a lot easier and you don't even have to use a razor blade. So I'm gonna just take this off and look at that. You do wanna make sure that all the adhesive is off though, because if the adhesive here is not off and you try to cut it or make a score, it will not make a clean cut and you'll end up just destroying. Okay. Additionally, if you need extra help in taking all the adhesive off, you can actually use the 99% isopropyl alcohol. It's a great tool to have in your kit. So the bottles are clean and we're all set to go on scoring our bottle. Now keep in mind you want to score it. You're not trying to cut the bottle here. That's going to be the thermal process of putting the bottle into the hot water. So I'm going to adjust it for this setting because that's the height that I want my bottle at. And we're going to press down. And then you can hear it go again, so you don't want to go around it one more time. And that is my score. I'm going to put that in my bath of hot water. Let these remain submerged and just let them heat up. And we'll take them over to the sink and shock them with some cold water. Many times it only just takes once to do that, sometimes twice, but we'll see. Hopefully today is our lucky day. So very carefully, you're going to want to take your bottle. You're going to want to empty the water out and then put it underneath the cold water and shock it. Look back up. Lower the pot. Do it once more. Fill up with water. There you go. Look at that. Beautiful. Take that out. Shut the stove off. I will show you my other bottle that was the second bottle, and this one did not have a clean cut. But no worries, because I'm actually going to use this for sea glass material. It's going to go into my rock tumbler, and that's going to be beautiful sea glass. So right now we're going to shut the stove off and we're going to get on with our project, which is the wind chime. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Take that out with tongs and put that on the stove. Perfect. This is the beautiful clean line. Look at the edges. I'm going to just sand that down with a little bit of fine grit. It'll be perfectly great for our little wind chimes. Okay, what we want to do is we want to sand the bottom part of our bottle edge down. So what I'm going to do is I have a piece of wet dry paper, sandpaper, a 3M 150. And all I want to do is just get the roughness of the bottle off. This is a really clean cut, so there's really not that much to do.